Hi, thank you so much for opting in to get your free guide to buying a home right here in Northern Virginia. I created this guide for to help those who weren't quite sure how to get the process started, but really wanted to get a new home. The guide will be in your inbox in about 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'll tell you a little bit about what's happening in our current market. The market in Northern Virginia is always hot because people want to be in DC. They always move around and live around DC area, so the houses do sell quickly. However, as we go into the slower season right now, the houses are sitting longer on the market, allowing buyers to pick and choose their best option. But at the same time, the inventory goes down because sellers really don't want to be listing house unless absolutely necessary. Right now is probably the best time to be a home buyer because you want to take advantage of that seasonal slowdown and also a super low interest rate that we really don't know when the rates are going to start going up. And with the Federal Reserve having the meetings and discussing hiking the rate, we don't know how it's going to affect the mortgage rates later on. And so a lot of buyers want to take advantage of this low rate today, and they do want to buy a house now. So you want to be one of those smart buyers. So most people don't realize that using real estate agent as a buyer has its benefits, because you want to be represented, and the seller's agent represent, of course, the seller, and they are looking out for the seller's best interest and try to squeeze the very single penny out of the buyer. The buyer also wants to be represented to have that additional help on your side. And there are so many things that can go wrong in a transaction unless a professional is controlling the situation. You have title companies, you have lenders, you have home inspections, appraisers, and a lot of other people to deal with, which your real estate agent working on your behalf takes over and makes sure that your buying process is as smooth as possible and as stress-free as possible. You are buying the most important and the most expensive thing in your life, and you want a professional helping you and looking out for your best interest. You don't want to be working with someone who is looking out for the opposite side's best interest. Besides, it helps you as a buyer and doesn't cost you anything because now in this market, it's the seller who pays the commission both for the seller's agent and the buyer's agent. And so out of pocket for you to buy a house and be represented by a real estate agent does not cost you anything additional. So click the button below to hear how I specifically help people in the situation to buy homes here in our local community. Thanks.